Welcome to this new Flight Simulator update movie. In this movie we're gonna look at the latest news in the marketplace. So the first package which has been released is the Bangkok Mega City by Sam's Scene 3D. It of course takes place in Bangkok, right, the city in Thailand. You can see already from, let's say, the screenshot, it contains a lot of things. Well, what does it include in total? 1500 landmarks and iconic buildings all over the city. 1200 iconic buildings added to the Bangkok city. 100 Buddha temples added to the city. Most models with LOD technique that makes FPS friendly, right? So I would say less impact on the frames per second. Most buildings with night lightning. Also landable helipads on the roofs for several buildings and several iconic bridges, statues, monuments, towers, temples, etc. The good thing is it's also compatible with other Bangkok airport add-ons. So if we go to this, right, you can see that I would say it looks really nice. So if you look at the level of detail here, there you can see some other buildings. Hopefully there's some night shots, screenshots in it. A temple. Some other city screenshots. That's what's included, right? So really cool. That's the first one. The second one is the Blackpool Adventures Northern Rockies. That one is in this case chapter 1, so do expect, I would say, some more chapters to be released. It's created by Perfect Flight and it's available both on the Xbox as well as on the PC. So what does it take you, right? So Perfect Flight has created the aerial tours with Microsoft Flight Simulator to let you relive the real flight experience. And the real life flight experience is really, I would say, the travel that Paul and his wife did 4 years ago in the United States, seeking adventure in a 44-foot motor coach called the Blackpool. And this is, I would say, actually the flight, right? As you can see, he also had a flight or an aircraft with him, and as well as, I would say, a Jeep Grand Cherokee. So if we go to the tour, it contains, I would say, it consists of several parts. That is what I should say. 7 in total, 16 sections, over 10 hours of flight, over an hour of recorded real audio. So there's also some real audio included. The good thing is that the package also contains PDFs and nav logs, which are provided as part of the package. So here you can see, I would say, some of the screenshots. So beautiful areas where you can fly, including some explanations. Then the next one is an airport, the Southampton International Airport, known for its ICAO code Echo Golf Hotel India, created by ORBX, only available on the PC in this case. So keep that in mind. Maybe in the future they will release it for the Xbox, but let's see. So it's an airport which is located northeast of Southampton, within Hampshire, England. Again, right, some cool things which they did, because they added the photogrammetry area of Southampton and some minor tweaks in addition have been made to the immediate area of the airport. So it's not only the airport which receives an update, but also, let's say, the things around the airport. And here you can see, I would say, the level of detail, right? If you look at this at the ground floor, it looks amazing. Also the fire truck was there. Some other points over here. Some nice screenshots. Of course, the markers on the runways and the fire truck, also pretty detailed, as you can see. I'm not sure if it's a static one or if it drives, but that's if you bought this one, let me know in the via the comments below this video if that fire truck is driving. Then the next one is the FX Explorer Polynesia. It's a bush trip, discovery flight, landing challenge, missions. It's both available on the Xbox as well as on the PC. As the name already, I would say, tells you, it takes place in one of the regions in Oceania, which is in this case Polynesia. And it has a lot of things, right? It includes 3 excursions, 2 charter flights, 1 discovery flight, and 6 landing challenges. So you can, I would say, have a lot of fun with this package. The good thing is it also comes with a printable flight book, which you can use to complete the charts to run 2 charter flights, right, which are the ones here. IFR, then there are excursions, the dives, Paradise, Tahiti Tour, the Robinson Crusoe Legacy. Then there are 2 IFR flights, Papiti to Bora Bora and Bora Bora to Papiti, right? So I'd say bi-directional in this case. Discovery flights, flight over Bora Bora, included, enriched by dozens of landmarks, and also the landing challenges, Nuka-Hiva, Tetiaro, Huania, Moray Island, Raitia, and Vihitahi. So that's all included in this package, so don't expect that you get one thing, but you get multiple things in one package. And if you go to the FS Explorer, right, in the Flight Simulator interface, where you can find all those, I would say, nice flights, there you will see all these nice ones being added here, right? So that will only be available, of course, if you bought it. Also a helicopter flight if you want to try it. There we've got Bora Bora. So if you like flying that region, then this is likely one you might want to buy, right? Going to the next airport, the McCall Municipality Airport, known for its ICAO code Kilo Mike Yankee Lima. It's both available on the PC as well as on the Xbox, created by ORBX. In this case, Mark Milo Taylor with his ORBX debut, right? So it's a new developer which has joined the team. So what's included? Realistic ground and apron texturing, which includes recent apron resurfacing, realistic night lighting, PBR texturing throughout, extensive level of detail work for superb performance, as well as custom static aircrafts, right? So here it's mentioned that these are static aircraft, so they're not driving or flying. Aircraft specific windsocks, 160 plus custom objects, and a lot of more fun, right? So here you can have a look at it. You can already see, let's say, some cool things. There's a helicopter over there, right? It's a nice spot on the airport. A fire truck. And even people sitting in front of buildings. Really cool. So that's McCall Airport. The next one is the Will Rogers World Airport, known for its ICAO code Kilo Oscar Kilo Charlie, built by Ini Builds, both available on the Xbox as well as on the PC. It's pretty close to the, let's say, city of Oklahoma, right? It's also said here Oklahoma City Airport is coming to life. It's located 6 miles southwest of the city. It's the busiest commercial airport in the state of Oklahoma, and in 2019 the airport handled nearly 4.5 million passengers, which is a lot. So here you can see some details, right? Some systems to pump up the oil. Then some nice buildings over here, including some US Air Force aircrafts. And then even people walking around. Terminal buildings being populated, as you can see also here. And it looks really cool in the night. So that's the Will Rogers World Airport. Next one is the Landmarks Dublin City Pack, also created by ORBX. It looks like they've been really busy. So both available on the Xbox as well as on the PC, and it will bring a lot of landmarks to Dublin, right? So that's cool. What does it include? The highly detailed representation of the city of Dublin and the surrounding areas, including all the major landmarks from Trinity College to the Guinness breweries. So if you're a Guinness fan, then you can also now land close to it in Flight Simulator. Several enhancements being made in the area, as well as animated yellow double-decker buses across the main bridges, animated trains, stunning nightlight based on the real-world photography, and over 60 high-detailed buoys with PBR texturing, as well as, let's say, optimized for the best performance using efficient 3D modeling and texturing techniques. And the good thing is it's fully compatible with World Update number 3. So no worries if you also install that World Update. And here you can see the lightning and the bus driving over there. And some other nice point of interest in the city of Dublin. So if you're a fan of Dublin, then this might be something which you want to have a look at. The next one is the Landmarks Helipads LA Medical Pack, also created by ORBX, both available on the Xbox as well as on the PC. And what will bring, well, it will bring you a lot of helipads for, I would say, a lot of hospitals. I'm not going to go to the complete list, but here you can see, for example, the Children's Hospital in Los Angeles, the Macquarie California Hospital, the Veterans Administration Medical Center. So you can land with your helicopter on it. So that's cool. And based on this, it looks like also like they added some liveries, although that's, I would say, not really, say, well documented here. Here it is, 5 liveries with the Bell 407. So you get, say, those landing spots or the helipads, but you also get some liveries as part of this package. Next one is the helipads LA Police Pack. Well, what will be? Well, it will be the police instead of the medical services as we just looked at. It includes 8 brand new police and new news liveries for the Bell 407. So you can either, I would say, play let's say police, or he can be one of those journalists which is, I would say, reporting about incidents which are happening. A lot of helipads, right? The LA County Sheriff's Men's Central Jail, the Pasadena Police Heliport, the LA County Sheriff South, and a lot more. So you can see some screenshots of the helipads included in this package, as well as the livery which is included. It's one of them, right? Here you've got the news livery if you are reporting for Sky. Then another police livery landing on the roof, and again landing on the roof, right? So a nice helipad pack for Flight Simulator 2020. Then the next one is the Sevilla Airport, created by MK Studios and known for its ICAO code Lima Echo Zulu Lima. It's in Spain. It's the 6th busiest inland airport, and it has, I would say, a lot of functionalities. The airport has flight connections to 42 destinations across Europe and Northern Africa, and handles a lot of passengers. So let's have a look at the airport itself. So here you can see the detail, right? So even, I would say, markers of famous airliners, some large other aircrafts. I do think that they might be static, but let's say, is it mentioned somewhere? Well, let's have a look in a few seconds. Another nice aircraft. Yeah, so it looks like they're static. So on the south side of the runway, Airbus has an assembly plant, mainly for the C-17 and the A-400 military transport planes. So I do think that those aircrafts are just added as a static, let's say, add-on to this package, right? So if you're like flying close to an Airbus factory, then this is one you might want to buy. Then we've got La Misia Terme International Airport. It's in Italy. It's created by ORBX, both available on the PC as well as on the Xbox. It's located in Calabria in Italy, and the ICAO code is Lima India Charlie Alpha. Also, what it has is, I would say, kind of the Army Aviation Regiment, the Serie base, which currently operates AB-412 helicopters that are soon to be replaced with AW-169 helicopters. So what's included? Detailed modeling of the entire airport. It's up to date based on the latest changes. There's custom statics of the AB-412 and the Canadair CL-415 aircraft that operate at Lika. Some nice images, as well as animated radar and custom signs and approach lights. So here you can see some screenshots of the airport. So this is the, I would say, civilian part, and let's see if they also included some screenshots of the military part. Yeah, here we go. Right, so this is the military part, all, I would say, protected with fences, and some helicopters or other aircrafts ready to land on the water. So that's cool. Next one is Mutueka Airport, known for its ICAO code November Zulu Mike Kilo, both available on the Xbox as well as on the PC. It's an airport located 15 nautical miles from the Nelson Airport. and it's the home of the Nelson Aviation College. It also is being used by the Nelson Drag Race Association for drag racing events. What does it include? 7,000 plus hand-placed objects, 80 custom assets, 23 unique custom buildings. All hangars are buildings modeled. So this is how it looks like, right? So it's, I would say, kind of a small airport, but it looks like they have added a lot of detail. So another airport for New Zealand in this case. Next one is the Raklan Aerodrome, also in New Zealand, known for its ICAO code November Zulu Romeo Alpha, created by NZA Simulations. Again, a nice airport with 3,800 hand-placed objects, 50 unique assets. Grass strips situated on the peninsula with the Raklan Inlet and the water spawn points for float planes. So you can even land here pretty close with, say, your float plane. And here you can see it, right? It lays in, I would say it looks like it's almost on an island or something. And some nice things like a skateboard park, etc. And here you can see the, say, probably the points where you can take off using your floating aircraft. Then the next one is created by Miltech Simulations, the Osprey plus Amphibious Ready group bundle. So last week we already looked at the Amphibious group pack and we talked about the Osprey MV22, but now they have included both in one package. So I'm not gonna go through the whole release notes again, but this is simply a bundle where you now get both the Osprey MV22 as well as the ships. I would say, and these are the ships and the locations. So have fun with this one. I would say if you're a fan of Amphibious Ready Group, and if you're a fan of, I would say, aircraft carriers and military aircrafts, then this is, I would say, probably a must-have. Then there's another package which they did exactly the same. So Miltech created another package which has the Osprey plus the World Carriers bundle. This is a different bundle, right? Because this one includes the World Carriers, contains the HMS Queen Elizabeth, the HMS Prince of Charles, the Type 23 frigates, and Type 45 destroyers, the USS Nimitz class carrier, as well as several other carriers. So if you're more a fan of, let's say, aircraft carriers, then this might be one which is better compared to the previous one, looking at this one. So again, this new package, which includes, I would say in this case, 1, 2, 3, 4 individual updates, right? This one and this one are available as a package, but if you want to go, I would say, full, then you need to buy, then you can buy this one, because it also includes the UK Carrier Strike Group as well as the George H.W. Bush, which isn't included in the Amphibious Ready Group. Next one, well, surprise, surprise, it's the Osprey MV22, also created by Miltech Simulations. This aircraft has just been released, right? So that's why they have added this two bundles with those other ships. It is, I would say, a great aircraft. So it has features developed in partnership with the talented aircraft developer Mariadi, realistic external and internal views, tuggable automatic operations of doors and ramp based on the flight condition, and the authentic interior and exterior lighting. So let's go to it. In addition to that, right, so going to the screenshots, you will get tons of liveries, both for the Marines, the US Navy, Japan Self-Defense Force, and a blank livery. So this is the inside of the aircraft. In the evening hours, and then taking off from, I would say, an aircraft carrier. Pretty cool, right? So if you're a fan of military aircrafts and landing on, I would say, ships, then this is one which you might want to buy. Next one is the Toronto City Times, created by Sam's Scene 3D. It's available both on the Xbox as well as on the PC. Toronto is the most popular city in Canada and brings out, I would say, new stuff with the MSFS photogrammetry around the cities. It can be used with photogrammetry turned on or off. It can be used in combination with the World Update, and it's recommended to be used with the Sim Studios Toronto City Airport pack. So here you can see these nice things and nice buildings for Toronto. Cool. Next one is the UK's carrier strike group. That's one which we also discussed, which contains a lot of ships, and it's backed with the other aircraft, right, which is released by Miltech Simulations. In this case, what it features is you can start a flight from the HMS Queen Elizabeth or the HMS Prince of Charles at any 10 locations. There are now 7 carrier locations included, not spawnable, which means that you can't start from them. And starting means really you can't take off from them. A lot of frigates and destroyers. It's fully compatible with the other packages which have been created by Miltech Simulations, and they're ultra high detail. Right, so here you can see the locations of the ships. There are some static ships, but also some moving ships, and here you can see some screenshot of it. So really cool to see. As mentioned, right, this one is also part of the bundle, so you might consider buying the bundle. Then we've got Vancouver City Times, created by Samscene 3D. So again, a city in Canada which received an update. Over 300 handcrafted iconic building models over Vancouver and Victoria. A lot of musea, as well as the harbors, seaplane port and the heliport, many boats and yachts. So let's have a look at this package, or at some screenshots. And this, I would say, looks nice, right? So here you can see the one for the floating aircrafts, the heliport, a lot of ships. So cool stuff. This I would say this looks really cool. So Vancouver City. And then as last one, the World Carrier Bundle. This includes, I would say, both the world carriers from the UK as well as from the USA. This is a bundle, right? So there are multiple bundles released, and this is one of them. In this case, this only contains the ships and not the aircraft. So be aware of that. And here you can see some screenshot, right, which we also have had a look at for the HMS Queen Elizabeth. We already saw that one. Prince of Wales. So really cool things. So here ends the review of the I would say new items which have been added to the marketplace for Flight Simulator 2020. If I would put my money on it, I would say I would probably go for one of those bundles which has been released, including the Osprey. And then if you wanted to go for the maximum, you can buy this one. If you want to go to, I would say, a limited set of say ships, then you probably can buy this one. So really cool to see. Have a look at it and let me know via the comment box what you think about these this aircraft, the Osprey MV22, as well as the ships. Here ends this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you got questions or comments, then feel free to post them in the comment box below. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then make sure that you're subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.